He's got a hook, but the hook ain't gonna do it, bro. Hook ain't gonna cover it, man. Yeah, that ain't enough, bro. Give us that diamond too, bro. There we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I'm your host, as always, J Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Boros Aggro, like you haven't seen it. Wins in 60 seconds or less. Or your money back, and your pizza is free. Yes. What does that mean? That means this deck comes with a pizza. No, it doesn't. That's not something that I can guarantee. But I can guarantee you that this deck is fast, and this deck wins fast, unbelievably fast. Either through absolutely bodying the person by round 3 to the point where they're not going to recover, or they see what's coming by round 2 or round 3, and they see what's going to happen to them, and they just scoop. If you go first and you hit them by round 3, they take 12 points of damage by round 3. They're like, bro, I got no answer for this. They're out of there. They're done. Speed of life. Absolute life gain, aggro, Boros, craziness. Let's take a look, guys. First, I need you to do something for me. Do you know what I need you to do for me? Tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button. Or else, well, guys, the like and subscribe will come and brutally bounce you if you don't. He'll bounce you, man. He'll bounce you right down. He'll toss you right into the alley. Give you a good roughing up with those brass knuckles, huh? So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Fastest growing Magic the Gathering channel on the internet. That is 100% true. You don't need to fact check it. Just believe what your heart tells you. And leave a comment. Join us on a stream at every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all the live streaming goodness. We would love to see you there every night, 11 p.m. Eastern time. Check out our Discord community for all the latest news and information, posting deck lists, posting memes, whatever you'd like. This deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub, so if you want to check out that link, all the decks that I build are down there. And of course, if you want to support the channel directly, you can become a channel member, become a Night Villain, become an official Night Villain by helping support the channel directly. You get a bunch of cool stuff, cool prizes and bonuses, along with 6 free pack codes, and maybe you just want to buy a cool J Villain hat. You'll also get 6 free pack code for 6 free packs from that one too. So hey, either way, you're good. So what are we going to start out with Speed of Life? We're going to start Chaplain of Alms. I am going to be leaning on the Disturb mechanic a lot in this one. Why? Because I am going to be throwing cards away with Connive. You know what I'm doing, Illuminator Virtuoso, but it's going to be a Cleric life gain Illuminator Virtuoso like you've never seen, with the trample that we need to get it over the top. It is absolutely going to be brutal with the trample and the resurrection that we need. So Chaplain of Alms is a great early play. 1/1 first strike with ward 1, which means that he's hard to kill early on. Well, what does that mean? You need to pay 1 extra, so he's hard to kill early on, and he has a Disturb 3. So in the late game, he gets flying and first strike 2/1, and each creature you control has ward 1. If Chapel Shield Guys would put in a graveyard from anywhere, exile them. So really cool card with Chapel Shield Guys here. Homestead Courage, another card that is flashback, very similar to Disturb. That's why we only have 3 of them. I feel like 4 is overkill, especially with flashback. 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains vigilance at the end of turn. And then, of course, you can flash it back. So it's almost like having 6 of these cards because it's so cheap to cast out of your graveyard. Yes, it reduces the chance you're going to cast it or draw it out of your hand, but with the amount of card draw we're going to get potentially, and the other cards that have similar effects, I feel like 3 is the right amount to make space for everything else that we're doing, because we got a lot of stuff just crammed into this deck. Lunarch Veteran is another one that we're going to be running with Disturb. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. Life gain is going to be essential. We are adding a lot of Boros All-Stars in here, a lot of red All-Stars and a lot of Boros and white All-Stars in here. Lunarch is going to be our life gain key here. And again, I'm leaning heavily on the ability to not worry about throwing away cards. One of the biggest problems with Connive that I've noticed is that you have to get rid of the card if you're activating the Connive ability. Well, if I have Disturb and I have Flashback, who cares? My graveyard is a resource now. I want stuff in the graveyard. Maybe I want a Luminous Phantom instead of a Lunarch Veteran because I want to gain life whenever I lose and whenever I lose a creature and whenever I gain a creature. I want both. So Lunarch Veteran, fantastic little addition there. Play with fire. 2 damage to any target is fantastic. It is like a shock, but it also gives you that ability to scry if you go directly to face. Now, there isn't a lot of removal in this deck because we're trying to move fast. If you're trying to move fast, you don't put a lot of heavy removal. We're also going over the top a lot. If we're facing a big creature, hopefully we can double strike or trample them to death. And if we get caught in the long game, we're kind of dead anyway. So I'm hoping that I can pop out some of the early ones if they play something early that we just need to kill, like a Giada. Play with fire can usually pop it out, or we can hit them directly if we need to just tap them over, give them that little less extra damage, tap them to kill them, that last 2 or 1 damage directly, and we can also get that scry in case we need to get that clutch card there. So that's where we're going to play with fire. If you want to hit direct removal like Fateful Absence, sure, but it's not going to be as useful, I think, as a utility card, more of a removal card. So Illuminator Virtuoso. Now we're talking about the combo plays. Illuminator Virtuoso, I'm sure you've seen it. It is unbelievably deadly. It is deadly and dangerous beyond belief. Why? 1 white and 1 white and 1 double strike. Double strike is probably one of the most dangerous and underrated abilities in the game. Double strike means it hits twice. It hits 1 in the first strike round and once again in the regular combat round. Whenever Illuminator Virtuoso becomes the target of a spell you control, it connives. What does connive mean? This is an obscura ability to have a creature connive, draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, put a 1/1 creature on that creature. You can connive as much as you want with this guy, meaning that as many spells as you can play on him, you can connive on him. So if I play Homestead Courage on him twice, I can connive twice, which means that, but I have to discard cards each time. Yeah, discard 2 Lunarch Veterans, discard Chaplain of Alms. Again, the Disturb, I can get him back later. I don't care. I can resurrect them later with some other stuff I'm going to show you. I don't care. I want this guy to be absolutely jacked out of his mind on double strike. Why? Because when he goes in with a crazy amount of double strike, nobody can stop him. Nobody can stop him. Why? Because he's just going to absolutely tear through every defense that they throw at us. We're going to show you how to get him even stronger. We throw in a Voice of the Blessed here. Maybe we have 4, maybe we have 3, I don't know. Maybe we want to change it to 3. I think 3 might be better, but I have 4 right now. But we'll look at that. You maybe want to adjust it. Voice of the Blessed, 2 white. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on Voice of the Blessed. As long as Voice of the Blessed has 4 or more 1/1 counters on it, it has flying and vigilance. As long as Voice of the Blessed has 10 or more counters on it, it has indestructible. I like this life gain ability. We're going to be gaining a lot of life with this deck. This flying ability and this indestructibility is very useful, especially with this 1/1 counters kind of stuff that we have going on here, especially later in the game, and especially being cheap as it is, we have a lot of stuff that can go. Maybe not 4. I don't know why I put 4 there, but I think 3 is probably the right amount. You can swap something out for the 4th one. I'm going to leave it alone for right now because that's how I was playing with it. But Run Amok is going to be key here, guys. Instant. Target attacking creature gets +3/+3 and gains trample at the end of turn. This is a kill card. This is an instant kill card. If you attack with Illuminator Virtuoso and he is a 5/5 double strike, if you got him to a 5/5 double strike, they say, okay, well, I'm just going to chump block him. Okay, he doesn't have trample. I can just chump block him. I'll put this 2/2 in front of him. It'll stop all the damage. Guess what? Now I'm going to hit Run Amok on him. Now he's Illuminator Virtuoso's 8/8. Since I cast a spell on him, I'm going to connive. He's now a 9/9 double striking, trampling. When you double strike and trample, every little bit goes over. Both of the strikes go over. So 9/9 is actually 18 damage traveling over. They only block 2. That's 16 damage over. That is generally going to be a kill. If they do not ultra block you if they do not try to stop every single bit of that damage coming through. You can always surprise them with a Run Amok and absolutely slaughter them. Absolutely slaughter them with a Run Amok. Righteous Valkyrie. Whenever an angel or cleric enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. As long as you have a life 7 more than your starting life total, creatures you control get +2/+2. Did you notice this was a secret cleric deck? I don't think you did. Did you notice that's a cleric, that's a cleric, that's a cleric, this is a cleric? Did you notice that that's a cleric, and that's a cleric, and that's a cleric? The only one that isn't a cleric is Illuminator Virtuoso. He's a rogue. But this is a sneaky cleric spirit deck. Yes, it is. So that's why we have Righteous Valkyrie, because that +2/+2 and all the life gain we're doing, especially with Angelfire Ignition, we can give everybody +2/+2, which of course will only make everybody stronger, will only make that double strike even more powerful, will only make it more daunting to kill things and gain that life and get even more deadly. Angelfire Ignition. Oh my goodness. My angel is the flint, I am her steel. 2 1/1 counters on her. 2 1/1 counters on target creature. It gains trample, vigilance, trample, lifelink, indestructible, and haste into the end of turn. 1 white, 1 red, and 1. Unbelievably powerful card, guys. If you're going to spend a rare and you want to play Boros, this is the one. Flashback is 1 more. You can play it from the graveyard for 1, 1, and 2. 1 white, 1 red, and 2. Unbelievably powerful. You add 2 more 1/1 counters, get all of that again. That is a lot of stuff. Now remember, the trample on the double strike, playing Angelfire on Illuminator Virtuoso is just, I mean, it's just broken, man. It's just broken. If you get this combo off, you play turn 1, you put something down like Play with Fire, you do the Illuminator Virtuoso turn 2, Angelfire Ignition on Illuminator Virtuoso and throw it out. All of a sudden, an Illuminator Virtuoso is now going to be something like a 4/4, indestructible, vigilance, trample, lifelink, haste, double strike. You're going to be at a 28, and they're going to be at an 8. Like, that's usually when they give up, immediately. Like, it's just, they're just doomed, man. At that point, they're just doomed. And even if they kill it, okay, well, bring it back, do something else. They're at such a disadvantage. This combo, man, is so deadly. This is what makes you win the game so fast and so furious. As a matter of fact, it might even make you win the game too fast and too furious. So you want to hit that off. And of course, the life gain will go into everything else we're doing. Venerable Warsinger, yes, a spirit cleric, another spirit. Yes, a heavy on the spirits here. Vigilance and trample. Whenever Venerable Warsinger deals combat damage to a player, you may return target creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of damage Venerable Warsinger dealt to that player. So whatever damage you did, if you did 2 damage, you can bring a 2-cost creature back to the battlefield. That's everything below this. Now remember, we are throwing away cards, so that's why Venerable Warslinger is here to resurrect Voice of the Blessed, Illuminator, because they're going to try to kill it, and they're going to kill it a lot, and all these other ones that we may have thrown away. Venerable will help if we get Run Amok or Angelfire on it. Venerable will just resurrect everything, and it is a spirit and a cleric, which will help gain life from Righteous Valkyrie. There is a ton of synergy with that one. Really, really useful to do that with Venerable and Vigilance and Trample already built into it. Really, really, really good card all around. Blade Historian. Hey, if we didn't have enough double strike yet, Blade Historian is going to bring us the rest of the way. 2/3, flexible mana cost with white or red, either one of them. Attacking creatures you control have double strike. This makes everybody into a deadly Illuminator Virtuoso, except without the connive. After that, they usually just can't win, man. If you bring this down and Righteous Valkyrie is giving everybody +2/+2, you're just bringing down the hammer of just everybody going nuts, dual wielding, just crazy glowing flaming swords everywhere and just ripping everyone apart. It's pretty much over. For funsies, I throw in 1 Hofri Ghostforge, which is nice. Maybe we take out one Voice of the Flesh and throw in 1 Hofri. Hofri's very nice. Spirits you control gain +1/+1 and have trample and haste. We do have a lot of spirits in this deck, which is very useful. Now, the other thing about him is whenever a non-token creature you control dies, exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy, except it's a spirit. Remember, spirits you control have haste. Whenever this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to its owner's graveyard. So it goes back to the graveyard after it becomes a token creature of the thing that just died. And spirits, of course, have +1/+1 and haste. So So very, very useful to have a Hofri Ghostforge. Even though he's a little expensive at 5, he's kind of a late game addition here. This is a spirit potentially. He is not a spirit. Spirit potentially and spirit potentially right here. So we do have a lot of different spirits in this. It is kind of a spirit cleric combo. So Hofri does help with this, and of course with the amount of killing that they can put off. With the amount of removal that people like to play in the middle to late game, he's kind of our savior there. If they're starting to just really remove things left and right and try to pop things off, he will kind of be the saving grace of effectively keeping things on the board. 1 Cave the Frost Dragon, 8 Plains, 1 Den of the Bugbear, 7 Mountains, 4 Needleverge Pathways, 2 Sundown, Speed of Life there. We have a little cat avatar, lovely back, 2.2 average, solidly in aggro territory, I would believe. A lot more white than red, that's okay. 24 creatures, 20 clerics, 12 humans, 8 spirits. Actually, a lot of those, probably more spirits than that, because probably about 7 of those humans turn into spirits. 6 instants, 7 sorceries, 23 lands altogether. A little bit more lands than normal, but that's okay. We flood all the time with this deck because I love to flood. It's my favorite thing in the world. This is what we're looking at here. Really living at 1, 2, and 3. Blade Historian and Hofri are just kind of bonus treats. We're really living at 1, 2, and 3 to kind of finish it off here. I know I had a really complicated explanation for a simple deck, but there's a lot of combos that kind of you have to pull off here to really get things done. So I wanted you to listen to the complicated kind of combos that you can pull off, because to get these 60-second wins, to get these kills, and to get these wins, man, I want you to rank up. I want you to hit Mythic. Let's do it, guys. The only Mythic Orange player I ever played was playing Selesnya Runes. So, yeah, that should pretty much tell you everything that was going on there. The only Mythic Orange player, so the only employee of Magic the Gathering Arena I ever played was playing Selesnya Runes. Bankbuster. Doesn't Bankbuster sound like an old game show? It's time for Reckoner Bankbusters. Reckoner Bankbusters. Let's do this. I don't think we're gonna need. We don't need that many Warslingers. We need that. We're gonna need this. Kerbango. Kerbongo. Come on, pretty Burbango. Bang or bust. Okay, yeah, that guy said, nope, no thank you. I don't need to take 8 damage in round 3. Uh-oh, Numbskull. Numbskull came in with the naughty word. Bang bust, man. I remember there was a parody one called Homework Hatch, which was the funniest thing I ever saw, where they were driving around this college campus. Zyme. Naughty Zyme. And they were driving around in a hatchback, and they picked up some girl at a college campus, and they're like, hey, I bet you couldn't do my buddy's homework, could you? And she was like, yeah, I could. And they had her do, like, his math homework. It was really funny. Like, yeah, solve those problems, yeah. They're like, she's like, oh my god, this homework's so hard. I can't even believe I'm doing it. And they're like, you can do it. You can do all this homework. Oh my god, it was so funny. Uh-oh, Xylo doesn't even know what any of that is. Innocent, pure Xylo. Pure, innocent Xylo beast. As pure and innocent as the driven snow. Oh my goodness. Xylo, I can't even believe you're that innocent. None the wiser said, oh my god, taking that hard of a pounding that quick. I gotta get out of here. Clever sounds. Mardu. I don't know Mardu. Oh my goodness. Xylobeast, you can't even figure it out from the context. From the context. No, that was all white. That was all red. That was Boros, man. That was all Boros. Speed of life. That was pure, unadulterated, uncut, unfiltered Boros. Shh. Xylobeast is the great Xylobeast, mother of ravens. We didn't need to know that, Xylo. But thank you, anyways, for telling us. Now we do know. Alright, let's put down Illuminator Virtuoso. Probably gonna put him in the boo-boo hole here. Probably gonna put him in the boo-boo hole, but it will put him back a little. No, he didn't put him in the boo-boo hole. That is shocking. That is literally shocking me to death right now, using electricity. Let's drop Blade Historian. I use incognito. Google it, Xylo. It's easy to find, Xylo. It's not going to be tricky. You're going to figure out what it is pretty darn quick. PDQ. PD. There's the boo-boo hole. There he goes. Zarapastrada. I don't know what that is precisely. I don't know. I did like Spain, though. I used to live in Spain. Oh, you know I never lived in Spain. But I really like the music. Oh, the music. If you're gonna lose it, you say goodbye. That was my little Three Dog Night song there. Ah, I see. Seville for 3 months. I lived in Madrid for about 2 years, and Boogeyman. Oh, you lived in Turkey as well. Oh, yeah, well, I lived in Turkey as well. I lived in Istanbul. I lived in Istanbul for, well, on and off, because my parents were there, so I used to go there on holidays and such. Oh my god, this guy has an unlimited supply of these freaking cards. Lord mercy. He has absolute... Look at that shuffler, man. Look at that shuffler. That shuffler hand feeding him. Hand feeding him. Let's do Venerable Warsinger then. Let's do Venerable Warsinger then. Let's do that. Let's do swinging. Kerbango. Alright. Incirlik. Yeah. Havalimani. I remember Havalimani is an airbase. As an airport. Hey, Perudabo. Okay, is he out of exile cards yet? I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. Well, we're gonna find out here in a second. Let's do that. Meow. Let's do that. Yeah. Kerbongo. Alright. If he's got another exile card, bro, I don't know what to say, man. This dude, I guess he's probably got 12 of them in here, so... I mean... Oh, he looked it up, and he's disappointed. He looked it up, and he's disappointed, ladies and gentlemen. He looked it up, and he's disappointed. We've disappointed the great beast of Xylo, by the way, okay? Everyone, I'd like you to know what we've done. He's not going to be able to resist attacking with that. It's too juicy. He's got to do it. No blocks. We'll take the hit. And he just lost the game because it was too juicy of a hit, man. It was too... Oh, see, it was too juicy of a hit, man. He couldn't resist. It was stronger than him. You know the fable of the scorpion? You know, fable of the scorpion crossing the river? But we'll both drown. He said, it's stronger than me, man. It's stronger than me. He couldn't help it, man. All you had to do was just not attack. And now look at you. Now look at you, man. Now look at you, man. Now you're dead. It's my nature. The scorpion and the otter. Xylo and Zyme, you guys have a lot in common, and I feel like you guys don't interact enough. Every day we stray further from God. Jamaican thick thighs. Jeez. That was about as subtle as a heart attack right there. Opponent goes first. This is a crazy ass hand right here. I'm gonna roll with it. Why not? I don't know if they have this or they like this. Okay, that's win number 4. Thick thighs save lives. I don't know if y'all ever seen the picture of Snow in her black stockings, but good God, man. Remember I was talking about getting caught in that snowstorm? A couple people didn't understand it. Not yet. She thinks she's ugly and terrible. I didn't know you had an OF Xylo. Oh, damn. I wouldn't want to see it, to be fair, because I'm not interested in, you know, men. But that would have been surprising to know that you actually kept that up. Say, I told you Enzyme had a lot in common. Y'all didn't believe me though. You're all like, "You're stupid, Jay. Shut your stupid fat face." And I was like, "That's hurtful, guys. Don't call me that." And you're like, "We'll call you whatever I want." And I was like, "Well, I don't feel like you could talk to me like that in my own stream." And they're like, "This is our stream now." And I felt real hurt on the inside because of that. I remember it's in the chat log, Xylo, and the fact that I can edit the chat log is not. Don't read into that. So, you know, let's do that. Sinners, the lot of you. And nothing wrong with OnlyFans, man. People are always like so shocked. Oh, pornography. Like, you know how long ago they found ancient pornography and ancient dildos and all kind of stuff like that? Man, people have been doing stuff like this forever, man. And nothing anybody did is new, man. It's just people got to ease up about stuff, man. Ain't nothing coming up with anything new, man. You should see. You ever guys read the ancient Greek graffiti? The ancient Greek graffiti is so funny and so humanizing of the past. It absolutely just like makes you realize that like people have always been people, no matter what. Go read ancient Greek graffiti, and it's the funniest thing, like what people scribbled on the walls, like outside of a tavern. And it's just the funniest things you'll ever read. And it really is just speaks to, man, we're all just people, you know? We're all just trying to get through this, man. Semi-charmed kind of life, you know what I mean? We all just want something else to get us through this semi-charmed kind of life. Baby. Yeah, I think the requirement of porn, it's supposed to have bad acting. I don't remember porn supposed to have good acting. I think porn with good acting is just called movie. Yeah. This is a hell of a flood here, boys. This is 7 out of 12. That's not bad. It's not a bad flood. Tybalt's Trickery, very nice. Yeah, I'll put that out there. Sure, why not? The difference between porn and an award-winning movie is the acting and the soundtrack. That's pretty much it. If you've ever seen blue as the warmest color, you'll know what I mean. You can't fight in here, gentlemen. This is the war room. And Parnelli88 is gone. So we've gone 5 in a row. Let's see if we can clinch the 6er. Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah, the one with the heat. There's that she's being a lifeguard. Yeah, that's just like became like a viral video. She's like, oh, you need to have a lifeguard here. Bigfoot Baby. We're getting some weird usernames tonight, guys. I go first with a lot of mana in hand. Okay. Alright. Let's wait on that. Let's see if we can kill anybody out the rip. He's got the Riveteer's backs on. So let's see if he's running Cup Ready with Riveteer's backs and he's an absolute mad lad. If that's going to be the case. Let's see if he blasts it. No? He is in. Okay. We can bring it back with Warsinger. In Search of Greatness. That always backfires. I don't know why people keep playing it, because I've never seen it not backfire. As a turn 2 play. Zyme. See, Xylo Beast? Yeah, exactly. I had a feeling that once the power of you two combined, it was going to be... let's call it an issue. LOL. Okay, let's do that. Let's do this. Alright, we're going to do the old single damage trick here. Watch this. You guys know about the old single damage? Watch this. Watch this. Do the old single damage trick. Beak. They don't like that at all. Not an issue, but things could spiral out of control very quickly with the, shall we say, the, topic. Please don't be a mana. Okay, it was a play with fire. That's okay, but, do I want to scry or do I want to take out... Well, I can take out the Arlen anyways. Let's do this. Illuminator Virtuoso. No, I don't need that. I need something else besides that. STUMFA, the most stumfiest time of the year. The bells, they are ringing in swells, they are singing in every good cheer. It's the most stumfiest time of the year. By the way, guys, STUMFA's art station is now on his art tag here, so click that art station. Get to see a lot of stuff on there, man. Boof, boof, boof. There we go. Can this game be played on a MacBook M1 chip? I have no idea, but pretty much this game can be played on almost a potato clock on low settings. So I would imagine that just about anything can play this game, man. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Generally speaking, this game is fairly effective at running on anything. And I just lost this battle because this thing wanted to feed me a mana and not a spell. So I have to cast 0 spells which means that I got to put no blockers out. What game suggesting I don't know what an M1 chip is. Mythic Gaming TV, your iPhone Pro Max. I don't know too much, man. I'm not a Mac guy. The last time I used a Mac was when I was doing a graphic design class in high school. And I think the Macs that we're using back then were Apple IIe's. They may have been Apple Macintoshes. I don't know. They may have been stone tablets with chisels. That's how long ago I was in high school. No, I'm just kidding. But welcome, Mythic Gaming TV. The Shuffler is currently kicking my ass, so that's really cool. Frenzied Trailblazer here. Blocky. I think it should pretty much be able to run on almost anything. You know, I think they've had it. I think it should just about be. Look at that, another mana. It should just be about to handle anything. I don't imagine that you're going to really suffer too much with the thing. They've pretty much designed this game to be able to run on anything. I'm running it on fairly low settings. I have a laptop. My laptop was $800. It is not the best laptop in the world. I'm running it on low quality at 922 and 1080. And I'm streaming and recording at the same time. And it still looks decent. So, you know, there's that. Thank you for following, not Mark Lee. I'm glad that you're not Mark Lee. If you were Mark Lee, I would have been real upset, by the way. I'd have been real mad to find out that you were Mark Lee, so. Oh yeah, I am the Floodlord, man. They used to build statues to me in ancient Egypt. I flooded. Ancient Egypt had literal temples to me because I would bring the flood so frequently and so regularly that, you know, there was whole religions dedicated to, you know, my ability to bring floods. Yeah. What was that, 3 mana in a row? Where pretty much any spell in the entire world would have won me the game. Would have won me the 6th game right there. I've lost this game right here, this pip. I've lost this game so frequently. Hey, look at that. 5 gift subs from Zyme. On Zyme, every Zyme. Darkness, Peeps Chance, Contrabilla, Redeemer, and Ulfir just got gift subs. Look at that. Malzing. Oh, shit. Yeah, Ulfir just got his Black Skull. Welcome to Club Black Skull, Ulfir. Thank you so much, Zyme. You're welcome for introducing me to your new best friend, Xylobeast, who for some reason I always thought was maybe you, because you were never here at the same time as him. So I was like, maybe they're the same person. For some reason, they just never happened to be here at the same time. Kind of like the whole Clark Kent Superman situation. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm not going to interfere. Xylobeast would be like, okay, well, I'm going to leave now. Bye. And then Zyme would show up 5 minutes later. Hey guys. Hey, it's me. Je vais bien, merci. Alright, Besker. Oh, interesting. Okay, my turn. Let's put down a Veteran. Alright. So, probably wants to make tokens. Is the thing here. Probably wants, so probably Ginny May. Probably a Ginny May deck. Rally the ranks. Or it's just a human. No. So let's do Venerable Warsinger. Another Rally the Ranks. Oh my goodness. We're really getting big here. We're getting nice and thick. We're getting some nice thick boys, huh? Get some island boys up in here. Island boys. All right. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do the remix to Blade Historian. It's hot and fresh out the Blade Gadorian. Kaboof. Bring back. Yes. Take action. Kaboof. And do that. All right. Used to live in a bakery. I remember you mentioning that. You used to live in a bakery. Who are you going to take out? You going to take out Venerable Warsinger? That's cool. Take out Venerable Warsinger. I don't care. No blocks. I'll take the damage. How's about we go with that. Boof. We go with this. Doof. Doof. Okay, fantastic. My new best friend, be safe. Oh no, Zyme has a messed up work situation. What's going on, Zyme? NYC is a mess right now. Xylobeast also has a messed up work situation. Maybe you guys can commiserate about that. No blocks. Hit. Thank you so much. Fantastic. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and do remix to Ignition. Hot and fresh out the kitchen right here. Do this. It's going to be a kill shot right there. You're not going to gain any life because that's going to be first strike, they die, and then do that. And then, of course, it's going to be 6 damage. Yeah, New York. My sister-in-law lives in New York. Works for a manga company. Yeah, the subway shooting is very scary. Very scary. It was right at my sister-in-law's station. She actually had Ubered to work that day because she had not expected to go in. Oh, yeah, well, Detroit. Oh, goodness. Don't talk to me about Detroit. What a mess Detroit is. Oh, I feel so bad. Hey, look, my vault. My vault is ready. One more, guys, and we're calling it a night. Vizzy, the real Wisher Mike. I did not see what happened at the Silver Dome. What happened at the Silver Dome? That is a bad hand right there. Keep Galva Foralva. Alright, we'll do that. It's a weird hand. You know what? I'm going to toss this Needleverge and hope that we can scry into something else or grab that other mana. Yeah, we did. We were able to. Okay, let's do that. Chaplain of Alms. Cosmo, Jeffro Thunder. How you doing? Anybody here lurking and jerking? Welcome. Welcome to the show. MG test account. Oh my goodness. You know, pretty much everyone has been saying that all night. They've been saying I had saved up all my entire paycheck to give to you last night, man. To donate to subs. And you didn't show up. I'll tell you what happened, Hazmat. My dad popped a flat and I had to go help him. And I didn't get home until late and I ended up falling asleep. We were out in the rain for about 3 hours trying to repair a flat. And we put the spare on. The spare was flat. And so the spare was freaking flat. We tried to pump the spare up. The damn electric pump that we had was broken. And so then we tried to call the truck to just come bring pump through the insurance. The insurance people sent out a truck with no pump, so they've towed us to the place, to the gas station, to try to pump it up. The spare wouldn't pump with air, so we ended up just saying, fine, tow us to the tire shop. We're gonna leave it overnight in the drops box. Yeah, it got fixed today. We said we'd leave the keys over in the drop box. I got home at like 9:30. This all started at like 6 o'clock while he was driving my nephews home from school. And from like, not even from nephews home from school, or driving them to dinner, I think. And we were there for like, there was pouring rain, miserable day. And that ended up happening. It was just horrible. So it was pouring rain on us the whole time, and it was just absolutely awful. So we tried to do our best with it, and it just was one thing after the other. I was soaked to the bone. I got home at 9:30. I ate some macaroni and cheese, and I went and laid down. And I changed my clothes. I laid down, and I ended up falling asleep, and I woke up at like 1:30 in the morning. Which was, I was just like, oh, I could go on right now, but is anybody even going to come? I could record a video. I said, I'm exhausted, man. Let me just go to bed and get up early, and maybe I'll try to do something during the day. But anyways, it was a big disaster. Little Caesars Arena, wow. Fell Stinger. Okay, there's another Fell Stinger right there. And I think this little deck is going to go the way of the dinosaur. It's a not so good. Take that. Take this. Do that. That's going to be 9 damage right there. Boof. Boff. Beef. And I don't know if he can recover from 9 damage. He might just get out of here and give us the Diamond 2. Maybe, maybe not. I don't. Maybe he's got a board wipe. I don't know. Yeah, he's got a hook, but the hook ain't going to do it, bro. Hook ain't going to cover it, man. Yeah, that ain't enough, bro. Give us that Diamond 2, bro. There we go. Diamond 2. Finally. Really, I want to make it here. Instead of selling it for millions, they had to run and destroy it. I think they probably want to destroy it anyways. The Silver Dome got such bad press after after Katrina, man. I don't think they could have restored it. They could have sold it, but they didn't need to let it rot. But they were gonna have to tear it down anyways. There was no way, because I mean, the idea behind the Silver Dome of, basically being a gigantic mausoleum for the drowned, was basically prevalent. Anyways, on that lovely subject, we're gonna leave it right there, guys. We absolutely punished people with this deck. We almost got a 6-banger, except for the shuffler was like, nah, fam. I don't want you to get 6 bangers with this deck. But I think we're living at a really high win rate. I think we're living at a ridiculously high win rate right now. Yeah, 66. Aside from this little streak here, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we actually went. Yeah, we went 7-1 again. That's another 7-1 right there. Not bad at all. This was a little bit of a statistical anomaly, I feel. I think this is pretty much reflective of how good it was. And that was very quickly we did that. I think that was pretty accelerated pace that we did. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. As far as an aggro Boros pushing up to D2, we could definitely push on Mythic with this one. As fast as it goes and how quickly people drop out of the game. we could make a move with this one, guys. And I think this season, definitely with 7 days left, yeah, we're definitely gonna make a move on Mythic. I only got to win 12 games. Even losing every other game really only means I have to win 18 games. So if I win 2 and lose 1, win 2 and lose 1, I only have to play 18 games. That's not bad at all. Thank you for coming, Ulfveer, Country Fried. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night.